So this will be a very casual video. The reason being, I was just on call with a friend and we were talking about certain things, and I realized how many people actually struggle with this. For me, this process started a long time ago where I sat myself down and I was like, okay, this is a toxic pattern and I need to fix that. So, we're talking about my favorite topic, which is detachment. How to detach. And more importantly, why is it important to detach? And why is detachment not equal to being a cold person or a person who does not care? So, what do I mean when I say detachment? Detachment is not something cold or something that you do only when you're like hurt or, when you have to like be a cold person. You want to put it in simple words. It is a state of mind that you create for yourself where your peace does not depend on anybody else. So, if my own mother were to come to me and say, Iza, you are my ugly child, I would say, okay, and I would move on. And that is because I'm so confident about how I look, how I feel about myself, who I am as a person, that anyone's opinion, even my mother's, will not matter to me. I feel like it's very hard to get out of that. It's easy to say, because when your own mother comes to you and says to you, "Oh, Issa, by the way, you're not beautiful," you will like take a step back and you'll be like, "Oh my God, that's literally my mother." How do you tackle that? I grew up in a house where my father was my rock. Like, if I say I want to wear that, he's like, "Let her wear that." If I say I want to do this, he's like, "Do that." That being said, I recognized this very early on that I wanted his approval. Let's just imagine there's a situation where like I have to give an exam and I know that I did great in my exam. So I'll be so happy because oh my God, my dad would be so happy. You know? That's the way that I was thinking. His happiness came before mine, and he never did that. He never sat me down and said, Iza, by the way, you're gonna live your life according to how I wish, and if I'm happy, then you're happy. He never said that. Now, this is something that I feel like we develop in childhood, and maybe we don't realize that, or some people develop it as they grow up, but one way or another, we are attached to something. And it's very important to realize that, because that's something, no matter how amazing that is, it's not worth losing yourself. When I started realizing that I was depending way too much on my father, and if my father made a decision for me, I was probably happier than making a decision for myself. Why can I not decide for myself? Why do I need somebody to tell me, okay, is that this is right and that is wrong? Obviously, when I'm growing up, like I'm young, so naturally, like parents do guide you. But this was a bit more than guidance. This was like seeking for approval or just being happy with what they were happy with. So you need to sit down in the situation. If it's your mother, your father, your brother, your friend, it could be anybody. You just need to sit down and you need to be like, okay, if nobody's opinion mattered, would I still want this for myself? Now, once you've thought that through, you need to start making small efforts. So you need to do small things that make you feel independent. For example, your mother is like a floral girl and she loves frocks, and she made you grow up wearing frocks and she loves it when you wear frocks. But growing up, you realized, oh, I love wearing a blazer. Buy that blazer, wear it. Wear it and don't seek validation. Those small steps are going to give you more confidence to then make bigger decisions. Now, that brings me to my next point. So, instead of seeking validation, you're going to seek gratitude. So, then you need to start saying something like, I appreciate his wisdom, but I trust my own path. And what that will do is it will shift your mindset. So, this covers the very first topic in detachment, which is awareness. So, you need to sit down, you need to self reflect, and you need to see what are my toxic patterns and how can I improve them. We spoke about small steps that you will take to achieve a little bit of confidence to come out of that whole dependency that we have around people who are close to us in life. So I feel like this is going to be a whole series. Otherwise, I'll be sitting here talking for 20 minutes. But for now, I think this is enough. I hope you guys gained something from this. So I'll make another video soon covering some other topics. And see you guys in the next one.